Wow, here's to me learning how to use my camera. I'm going to be doing this series. It's a dating series and relationships and all that because y'all know I was a single mom. So I wanted to talk about like my experiences in dating. Okay, but this is just the first part of the series, and I'm gonna go over these red flags. I've learned to identify all of these red flags throughout my history of dating, and I've learned these things from when I was like 16 years old till I don't know, last year. There's a variety of different red flags from all different age groups of my life. So here we go. First one is has lots of baby mamas. I'm not discriminating against you guys with lots of baby mamas, okay? If you have like 3 baby mamas, I'm not hating on you. If you have 5, it's a little bit about you, okay?
I was just kidding! Come on! Come on! You guys know I was just kidding!
It is a red flag if you have all these baby mamas and you just don't ever have contact with your kids. Or if you do have multiple baby mamas and you support your children and you're a healthy co-parent, that's not a red flag. But if you have lots of baby mamas and you're just a deadbeat dad, definitely a red flag. Okay, red flag number 2. I am not hating on anyone who does. I'm totally pro harm reduction and all that, but just I personally have a history with people who use drugs, and like I have a past of using, and I just don't want that in my life. And you know, I just prefer people to not use who I am in a relationship with. Another one is has a negative influence on your life. Goes on a bender every time they drink. Okay, I don't know, this might be more common for native people, especially if you go on like a 5-day bender and like you miss work and you're just really irresponsible when it comes to drinking. What's another one? Homophobic. That's a big one. You cannot be homophobic because a lot of people who I care about in my life are Two-Spirit or LGBTQ, and I just can't have you or my partner in my life just treating my loved ones like crap, okay? And you're not a good person in general if you're homophobic, so just you can stay away from me. No job aspirations or long-term goals, because I definitely have a job and aspirations and long-term goals, and I just can't be with the person who has a bum mentality and just wants to do nothing all the time and has no goals for their future. It's just not like compatible with me because I want to talk about my goals and I want to hear about my partner's goals. Okay, here's one that might be a little bit controversial, I'm not sure. Men who aren't willing to commit or who waste your time because they say they don't know if they want a relationship, but they'll lead you on because it's convenient to have you in their life. And I think by at least 3 months, if you already know that you don't see a future with her, or if you're not willing to commit, you should probably like start to cut it off. Well, I think you shouldn't lead people on for over 3 months. And also, this is all from a native perspective. I only know how it looks like in indigenous res life. Keep in mind that's where this is all coming from. Okay, another one. People who are mean to their parents when their parents are nice to them, or when they have really caring, loving parents who do a lot for them and they're just a brat to their parents even if they're grown-ass adult. That's red flag. People who post everything on social media. I post a lot on social media. I definitely overpost. Sometimes I post my thoughts, but I think relationship drama does not belong on Facebook. I'm just saying. If someone posts on social media way too much, especially like their personal business, that's a red flag to me. Next one is when all they want from you is mushing. You should know what I mean if you're Cree, or if you're Ojibwe, I would like to say mudge. Just kidding. You know what I mean If all they want to do is have SE with you, you need to cut them off, okay? If they never take you anywhere and all they do is come to your house and booty call you, that's a red flag. Another one is insults your appearance in any way. If they say that like your face is ugly, if your hair is ugly, if they like body shame you, or like make you feel insecure about how you dress or how you look, that's a big red flag. Another one is they tell you how to dress. If they say they want you to like cover your body and they don't want you wearing revealing clothing or whatever, don't ever let anybody tell you how to dress, because you're the boss of your own body as a woman. Don't ever let nobody tell you what to do with your body, whether that be how you dress or anything else that has to do with your body, okay? Another red flag is if your booty stank, if you smell like armpits, if your hair is greasy and you don't shave, that's not a problem. It's not a problem, okay? All you need to do is wash your face, wash your hair, shave your beard. Come on, put a little effort into your appearance and you won't be a red flag anymore, okay? Bad hygiene is kind of a red flag, everyone. For all you uncles out there, make sure you take a shower and take care of yourself. It's very important. Another one is, this has to do with keeping care of yourself, okay? This is buying clothes, okay? I know everyone's on a budget these days. You gotta buy it off Facebook Marketplace, anything. If you gotta save your money, because it's a red flag if you only have 3 pairs of clothes. I dated this guy and I swear to God, he only had 3 pairs of clothes. I think he had like 3 pairs of shorts and 2 shirts. And I don't know how I didn't realize, because like we were just seeing each other newly. I only saw him like once a week, and then I noticed like he would be wearing like, I saw him once a week, and if we saw each other for 3 weeks, that's only 3 times. And then if he's wearing like switching up his outfit and he's like wearing different combinations of same 3 shorts and the same 3 shirts, I wouldn't know for a while, right? But after a while I started to notice he bought more clothes. And then he was like flexing these new clothes on me, and then he had 5 pairs of clothes. And mind you, he was like 30 years old. He was like, and I was 22. And I had a lot of clothes. And he only had 3 pairs of clothes. And he had a job, and he was a grown ass adult. Next one. Same guy. Same guy did this to me with the 3 pairs of clothes. He was trying to make me jealous by liking other girls' stuff on Facebook, and like I knew the girls that he was liking the stuff on Facebook, and they were like not gonna fall for his bullshit, so I didn't really care. Definitely a red flag though, because I could tell that he was doing that on purpose and he was liking their stuff on purpose. And like if I had cared about him but I wasn't already turned off about this stuff, it might have hurt my feelings that he was liking girl stuff. So that's a red flag. You know, if they do stuff to try and hurt your feelings, that's a red flag. Another red flag is if they don't apologize ever, and if they can't ever admit that they're wrong and that they're sorry. Because it'll be with someone who's like constantly invalidating you and making and gaslighting you. Sometimes you just need to swallow your pride and apologize if you've done somebody wrong. And if somebody cannot do that and not even apologize when they've fucked up, that's a red flag. Another red flag is doesn't want you to talk to any other guy, including co-workers or classmates. In a healthy relationship, you should be able to have friends who are both male and female or whatever gender. You should be able to have all kinds of friends without any kind of problems. If you can't, then that's a red flag. Another red flag is sexist. A man who does not respect women, speaks over women, talks down on women, wants you to follow gender roles such as cooks, cleans, and keep your kids, and doesn't help you out with any of that. Definitely a red flag. Any kind of is actually a red flag. So if he's racist, classist, transphobic, any type of discriminatory behavior is a red flag. Raises his voice at you in a very scary way, that's a red flag. Men scare me. I cannot. That's a red flag for me. And I'll run if a guy raises their voice at me. Name calling. If a guy calls you names when he's mad at you, calls you anything rude in any way to hurt your feelings, it's a red flag, and don't talk to that man ever again. Doesn't want you to have friends or isolates you from your family. So if your boyfriend just like makes you feel weird and uncomfortable and like gives you a bad vibe whenever you want to go hang out with your friends, or if you want to go visit your family, like if they're really standoffish when it comes to your family and friends and like doesn't want to interact with them. Another red flag is someone loves to break the rules and they're disrespectful. They don't respect you and they don't respect your rules. That's something you want to deal with? No, that's a red flag. Next red flag, someone who's in jail or goes to jail a lot. Sorry to all my exes, you're a red flag to me now. Don't call me. Just kidding. A person who doesn't do their taxes. Do your taxes out there, men. Someone who doesn't have any IDs and doesn't put in any effort to get them. Like, I understand if you lost your wallet or something, but like if you haven't had any IDs for the last 5 years, I just need a person with IDs. Rude to public service workers. I am not putting up with that. I just can't. It'll be mad embarrassing. Another red flag is ghosting you and lack of communication for long periods of time. Next red flag, lengthy criminal record. Sorry, I want to go on trips. I don't want to be stuck in the country because you decided to do a crime. Next one, history of huge red flag. This is not a joke and it's dangerous. Someone who calls all of their exes crazy, and when they talk about their past relationship or past relationships, nothing is ever their problem. Nothing was ever their fault. Oh, red flag, asks if you're mad because you're on your period and is like really rude and condescending about it. Don't let them talk about your moon time because it's sacred, and don't let them belittle you about it, okay? Get a man who respects you during your moon time and doesn't treat you like that just because you're going through emotions during a sacred time. But don't be crazy. Don't be too crazy on them. You need to understand that men have feelings too. Okay, so don't just treat them like a bag of crap even though you're on your moon time. Next red flag, eats jailhouse burritos when they're not in jail. If you know, you know. Threatens to break up with you over small things. Threatens you physically. Last one is they're unreliable and they constantly flake on you. Those are all my red flags. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any of these red flags. Let me know if I missed anything, okay? Bye.